Here we are, you guys. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning and it's already 80 degrees in the Portland area. I'm going to be going home to cool off because it's supposed to be 110 here and only 107 at home. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys and talk about a couple of things. So notice these guys have leashes on, and this is my idea of a dog park with no one here, because as soon as someone comes, I'm going to just tell them I'm going to leave, because again, we don't do that. And it is it's the only unfortunate part about these dogs. And I think it's funny because, again, whoever said this, I don't think it's funny. I'm actually glad he mentioned that once on the channel, that he was worried a little for me, because it sounded like I was still learning with this breed. And it's like, of course, again, I'm always still learning, but I'm worried for me too sometimes. I'm not going to lie. It's like, it's a challenge because I've had to become a much more, Caesar talks about calm and assertive. And neither of those two traits are natural for me. I have a lot of positive things, but I'm not calm or assertive. And so the challenge of having 5 dogs with bully breeds has really helped me become that way. And just this morning, Willow and Daisy were playing so intensely that I had to just immediately, enough. And as soon as I say it now, they stop. I honestly think, and I don't want to get too excited about this, but I honestly think that Willow has learned something from the fight with Shaq. Believe it or not, I actually don't think she liked it. I think sometimes she's still very hyper and quick to arouse, but I notice now whenever I say, hey, it stops immediately. But it's scary because she and Daisy will be playing perfectly, and then all of a sudden, hey guys, who wants some water? Who wants some water? Come on this way, everybody. Come on, Will. Let's go this way. Let's go for a walk this way. Good girl. And then all of a sudden everybody will just go ballistic. And so why they have the leashes on there is because even I forgot that, okay, I turned Asher loose and Willow loose in here. And because they're such high energy, intense dogs, I got nervous. I'm not going to lie. They're brother and sister. They've never had a serious fight. And before Shaq's ear was missing, I was more casual about the level that they could go to, because I figured it's just them. And truthfully, it may be. So again, any of you with a lot of expertise, weigh in. But I have heard people say that a brother and sister got into serious fights. So all that, unfortunately, makes me carry around more nervousness. So, and anyone who's not familiar with the bully breeds might feel that. Tavish, if you're listening, I know you can attest to that, even watching little Daisy and Jose at 15 weeks play. And Daisy did draw blood on Jose, so that's over the line. And that's why I'm always aware that she and Willow will be stopping playing pretty soon. I just don't know when. I'll just know the moment when playtime is done between them, just like Shaq and Willow don't need to play, but they're real good friends. So anyway, they're all calm now and making me look like a liar. But when I got in here, Asher and Willow immediately looked like, if you were driving by, like I was holding some kind of fighting ring. And so I had to put these collars on them. And luckily, you know, even then when I called them to stop, Asher was the one that came. So that's just how different Willow is. So I've got to be careful, but yeah, no one's here yet, so this is perfect. Because but now let me talk about some positives. These 3 have been in like a 400 square foot room, if that, with a patio that I made at a gorgeous garden resort, though, which had great chi and energy because there were so many beautiful flowers all around. This way, guys. Come on, everybody. They still like you to be the leader of the walk. Good boy. And I'm sure that those things are, be careful, there's a lot of holes here. Those things are slowing them down a little bit. But again, I'm glad. I know you guys want to see them and not just hear me talk. But I want to talk a little bit about how amazing they were in the room. It was incredible. I mean, they had moments where they amped up and I had to stop them, but you would never even know we had 1 dog in that room, let alone 3. And I did get them out walking around the property as much as I possibly could, but still, they were more or less contained. And that's what the dog shows do for dogs. There's so many things. What I realize is when you have a show dog, for any of you listening that are deliberating, and a couple of you from the Peanuts Pups, one, thank you, James and Rebecca are really gung-ho and going to have a beautiful champion, but a couple others from that are deliberating, and of course the Love Litter's amazing. They're all in, basically, or most of them, and not all, but most of them, and they're doing amazing. And so it's like what you realize is you get a great dog from going to the dog shows. They just learn to be around so many other dogs. And so look at Daisy, get the leash. You gonna walk, Willie? And so much stimulation. It's insane how great they can be. And then I just want to share with people that, because my background, for people who don't know, I have a master's in social work and a master's in education, but I have a lot of training in behavioral psychology. Here, hey, good. No, Daisy. I'm gonna get her onto something else, not Asher's lead. Here, guys, good puppies. And one of the things I like to do is pairing things. So here, I'm gonna give you a goodie because you're being really good. So I pair the room calmness. I give them all a little bit of classical music on the TV, and then I do some calming paste that I travel with. Things like that can really help to reinforce a natural state of calm. And then one last thing I want to talk about, which I'm doing right now in a way that I'm telling Tavish not to do. You never want to do non-contingent reinforcement. That means you don't want to give your dogs treats for nothing. So hold on, guys. So at this point, wait, I'm going to give them a treat after I turn it off, because I'm going to give them a treat now just for staying. So I'll go make them do a show stack, because otherwise this could be an example of non-contingent. I mean, they're calm and good, but you always want to have reinforcement. So I was talking to Tavish about, you never want to be like, good boy, good girl for nothing, or they just get confused. Sorry, guys. You want to do it for a reason. I know, just a minute. I'm going to make everybody show in a minute. Like, these two are so trained. And Daisy's getting great at it. But I want to show you guys, but then I can't open the bag of cookies with the video in my right hand, so I'll do it in a minute. All right, in a minute, I'm going to make everybody show. Say goodbye. All right, here we go.